Willie Rennie was quite wrong when he said we would not be better just because we're independent. If you're dependent on yourself, you try harder, you achieve more, you grow bigger. So we would be better. It's been usual over the years for the arguments of independence to question whether Scotland could go alone economically without the shelter and financial support of the big, strong United Kingdom. It's now a very different question that we in Scotland must address. Can we afford to remain part of a United Kingdom which is anything but economically strong and has changed from a rich country to one that's getting poorer by the month? When we talk about our relationship, we are in fact talking about Scotland and England, and the latter is by far the significant political and economic senior. So if an inequality of status is presently Scotland's lot, do any of the people chanting stronger together, weaker apart, aspire to change this relationship to one of equality? And if not, why not? And if the Unionists and their fellow travellers don't seek equality of status, that's presumably because they believe they can somehow, after the referendum, wipe out the wastelands and wasted lives in the districts of Glasgow and the west of Scotland, identified as having streams of poverty and deprivation that proclaim the ever more impoverished state of the UK, as well as its integral unfairness. Stronger together, young soldiers sent to war without the proper boots, with guns that don't fire, and with ineffective motorcades. Not at all. Stronger together, punching above our weight, because the UK sits in the UN Security Council as a permanent member, while neglected old people live out their lives to sad, miserable ends in dreadfully miserable homes. We can do it, and we know fine we can do it. It's just why don't we want to do it?
People of Scotland, vote with your heart. Vote with your love for the Queen, who nurtured you, cradle to grave, who protects you and cares, her most darling subjects, to whom you gave the glens she adores to roam freely through, the stags her children dearly like to kill. First into battle, loyal and true, the enemy's scared of you. That's why we send you over the top with your Och aye the new McTavish. There's been a murder, jings, crivens, deep-fried Mars bar, wee drama whiskey, hootsmon, there's a moose loose about this smack addict. Vote, jock. Vote, sweaty sock. Talk properly. Vote with the notes we'll scrutinise in our shops. Might be legal tender, but looks dodgy to me. Vote for the Highland clearances. Bah. Vote for nuclear submarines in your water. Vote for the Olympic Games you didn't vote for, but you'll pay for it. You'll pay for it. Vote Conservative. Vote Lib Dem. Vote Lib-Servative. Vote Con-Daber. Vote with a chip in your shoulder. Vote Labour. New Labour. Old Labour. Scottish Labour. Get back in line, Scottish Labour. HQ and Solihull will issue their commands to you shortly. In the meantime, just keep the vote flowing in from up there. Thanks. Goodbye. Subsidy junkie. Vote for any argument you construct in your defence being anti-English. Vote for Scots who make their career in Scotland being unambitious. Vote for enjoying your own culture being so parochial. Vote God Save the Queen and that bit about us crushing you all. Hush. There. Vote for Scotland being referred to as a region, like, say, Yorkshire or East Anglia. Vote for our voices dominating your media, but in no way telling you what to think. Take a drink. Go on, son. Take a drink. Vote for oil revenue, which we ensure flows directly from us into you. Vote for being told you're the only country in the world that could not possibly survive, and that without us you'd fall to pieces, like children abandoned in the wild, caked in faeces. Vote Daily Mail and Rupert Murdoch and illegal immigrants killed Princess Diana and London, most exciting city in the world, darling. Glasgow is a very violent place, is it not? Do you have art? Vote with your heart. Vote empire, vote tradition, vote for our proud shared history of enslaving other nations and stealing their natural resources, bringing wealth and prosperity to the world, and being on the right side just once, and that's only because it was against your actual Hitler. Vote for the hashtag Scottish conspiracy at Westminster. Who really runs the show here, eh? Blair, Brown, you've got your own in that time. We aren't allowed to vote in Holyrood, but you've got wee Archie McPhee pulling strings in our parliament when we wouldn't even think about interfering in how you run your own affairs. But while we're at it, this referendum, eh? A so-called referendum, is it? Have it now. Make sure it looks like this. Vote for very, very, very rich people patronising you. Vote for Glasgow having the highest knife crime rate and lowest life expectancy in Europe due to our generosity. You may thank us at your leisure. Vote for the absence of your history in our schools, all Brits together. Vote for our shock at your ingratitude. Vote for us saying, when you open up your porridge mouth. Vote for bafflement about why you want the England football team to lose. We always want the Scots to win, except in referenda. Vote for psychopathic villains with your accent in a soap opera. Vote for tuition fees and student loans and ensuring that the brightest of your working class, since you still insist upon the term, although our leaders had it banned, will one day rise and take their place in this great land. Vote for us deploying strategic references to Braveheart to dismiss you all. Vote for Robert Burns being called by Paxman sentimental doggerel. Vote for the Iron Lady. Such a strong leader, gave this country backbone. He didn't really want those unions, industries and council homes. Just made the place look tatty. Vote for a deregulated banking class, lionising of the hard-working, wealth-generating, job-creating entrepreneurs who you will in no way refer to as greedy, selfish bastards. Give them your taxes. Vote for foreign war. Yes, sadly, some of you will die, but you will return to a hero's welcome, Jock. The Union Jack, proud symbol of integrity and honour, draped across your coffin, while your mother, dabbing at her eyes, recalls the words she learned in school in Kirkcudbright. There is some corner of a foreign field that will be forever England. Vote with your heart.